Hi guys, and welcome to ESL and Eyeshadow with me, Beth. As you can see, today is a bit of an odd one. We're not doing teaching, this is a makeup request from one of my subscribers, and so I'm going to call this look mesmerizing. She'll get the joke. So, the reason that I haven't got one eye done and that we're going to be doing this together as we go along is she suggested a look which I think can be used during the daytime quite well to give a nice bright poof of colour. And I'm actually going out for lunch with my friends in 45 minutes. So my hair's wet, it'll be drying as we go along. I'm recently out the shower. I've already put my foundation on. Link there if you haven't already learned how to put on your flawless foundation. And now we're going to create this look as we go along. So basically, I've had to think about what I need, and I'm just going to be using my Over the Rainbow Beauty Glazed Colour Fusion palette because it's got some lovely oranges and purples. I'm going to be cheating a little bit. I've got 3 different eyeliners, a brown and 2 purples. The 2 purples, if you don't have them, that's not necessary for this look at all. And the brown is to cheat for the top line a little bit. So you're only going to need 2 brushes. You're going to need the contour brush, the one with the little angled point. It's the Eyebrow and Eyelash Brush 12. And my favourite brush, the Medium Shader Brush 12. 7. I'm sorry, I feel 2. Medium Shader Brush 2. Oh my god, I'm sorry baby. Oh, I feel like I've cheated on you now. Okay, you're also going to need some masking tape because my subscriber, she has asked me to do a sort of orange and purple mix, and we're going to be doing some eyeliner. So we're going to take our masking tape and we're going to put our masking tape where we want our line, so we're not going to go over. Okay. Now you can buy proper things to do this, but really no need. You can just do masking tape. Yeah, that's about the same. Very important to get it the same, because otherwise you're going to end up with wonky eyeliner. And nobody wants wonky eyeliner. Okay. So also, my allergy tablets haven't kicked in, so it is going to be a nose blowathon again. Let's be honest, would it be an eyeshadow tutorial if there was no blowing of noses? I don't know how this happens when I'm doing my makeup, because when I do my teaching videos, don't blow my nose. But when I do my eyeshadow videos, constantly. Anyway, brown eyeliner, and we're going to take it from the base of our eye, our upper eye, along to the masking tape, and then as high as you want it. Now I'm only going out for lunch, so I'm not going to take this too high. And then bring it down to about 1/3 of the way across your eye and fill in. Now you don't have to do this very strongly because this is the cheat that I was telling you about. We're going to go over this with an eyeshadow. So we don't need to worry about this being perfect. We're going to tidy it up with a cotton bud. This is just to give the eyeshadow a line to follow, so we're not going crazy with eyeshadow everywhere. Okay, do the same in the inside of your eye, but with no masking tape. And again, just a kind of messy line, little strokes, until you've got a line going across. It doesn't need to be a thick line. The statement line is going to be underneath our eyes today in purple. That's why I've got so many purple eyeliners. Okay, so as you can see, I've just got a line going up to here, not very far out. It's not too statementy, it's quite basic, and we're going to tone that down. So let me just quickly do the other one. Same process, from the under of your upper lash line along the side of the tape. Make sure it matches. go across to about 1/3 of the way across your eye and fill in. Okay. Don't blink when you're doing this, because you're going to end up with eyeliner where you don't want it. Like I just did. Remember, like I said, this doesn't have to be a really straight line. We're going to clean it up before we put our next colour on. Now I'm going to leave the masking tape on for now, because we are going to put some eyeshadow on, so we don't want eyeshadow falling on our lovely eyeshadow. But now what I'm going to do is take a cotton bud, and I'm just going to gently tone down the brown, kind of smudge it in so the orange goes over the top, and you'll be able to see the orange more brightly. So just use a cotton bud to tone down the brown that you put on, so you can follow the line with the eyeshadow, but it's not going to be overtaken by the underneath colour. This also acts as a kind of primer base for the eyeshadow. So as long as you're using a fixing spray as well, it should stay all afternoon, or all evening, or all morning, or all day. I mean, I don't know what time you're watching this. Especially the subscriber who asked for it, because she lives in a different continent to me. Ooh, I have international reach now. Okay, so I've just done this, and I think I've gone slightly higher with this one than I have with this one, so I'm just going to take this up a little bit more on this side. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay. And for those of you playing the drinking game, this is blowing nose number 2. I should change the name of this channel to Beth Blows Her Nose, and sometimes puts on makeup, or talks about English. Okay, so now we're going to take some more masking tape, and we're going to put this under our eye now, because we don't want any pigments falling and catching. I know you look like an absolute idiot with all this masking tape stuck everywhere, but it's better than having to redo your foundation. Or doing what some people do, which is put on their foundation after they've done their eyeshadow, which is weird, because then you don't really have a base on your eye. But hey, it's a free world, kinda. Do as you wish. When it comes to makeup, we're here just to guide you along the road of colours, not to tell you exactly what you must do. I am not the law of beauty. I just pretend to be occasionally. Okay, so now we're going to go to our Beauty Glazed palette. The picture, oh by the way, should have been here throughout this. So we're going to take the beautiful orange colour, which we're going to use a couple of these. So it's the third one in, underneath the bright yellow. And you're going to take your eyelash and eyebrow brush, and you're going to colour over the eyeliner that you just put on. Don't worry if you can't see it at first. Orange is not a great colour for pigments. That's why we're going to do a couple of coats. You will see it by the end. Plus, this isn't the only orange we're going to use. This is our base orange. Okay, now other eye. And remember again, don't forget, if this is too messy or if your line goes higher than you want it, you can just take it down with a cotton bud, because you've already primed your eyes with your foundation. It's really easy to take it down with a cotton bud, tone down that colour a little, tone down the line a little, and then just add a little of concealer to balance out the colour. So don't worry too much if it's a bit messy at this stage. We will tidy it up. Okay, so now we're going to go to that really nice shimmer, the really darker orange underneath the shimmer. So we're going to start building up the colour. Whoa, that one comes out nice and bright now. So we're going to start building up that orange line across the top. I don't know how well this is going to go on me because I've never worn orange. Mez, I'm doing this for you. I'm going out to a restaurant with 5 friends, and if everyone looks at me like I'm some kind of crazy thing, it's on you. Now, if you're doing this the same as me at home and you're using the same palette, link in the description box if you're not. It's really cheap, thrifty. You get lots of colours and the pigments are fantastic. So yeah, I really recommend Beauty Glazed if you're beauty on a budget, because you can do hundreds of looks with this one palette, and it's got some beautiful bright colours. Their Gorgeous Me palette also worth getting because it's got more colours and a lot more muted browns, so you can do more with that when it comes to kind of day wear looks. Okay, number 3. Okay, so now we're going to go on to that shimmer orange. And this should give you a nice, oh wow, that gives you a really bright pop of shimmer, which is really, really, really pretty. We all know I like my sparkles. So I'm just going to dab that on over the top of the line that I've created. And just do that on the other. Can't wait to see how this looks when it all comes out. We're inventing as we go. Okay. It's really hard to close your eye with masking tape on it. Okay, so that I think is my orange tip done. So, we can take the masking tape off now. We're not going to need that. Well, we may do, but not really. Sorry if I have to do this occasionally, but I'm letting my hair air dry and don't want it to dry too flat. Okay. Oh, it's pulling my nail varnish off. Everything's going wrong today. It's not fair. I'm going to have to redo nail varnish when I get home. Which is a shame. I really like this colour. Okay, so let's go back to our eyeliner now, and we're just going to tidy up these lines a little with a cotton bud. It's best if you do it in a kind of downward motion. That way you're not smudging the line that you've got. I'm just making sure that my lines are equal. Now this one's a little thicker. As you can see, I'm just trimming that down a little. And then if you just take a concealer dab a little above the top. And then with your finger, just gently to give that line a little more definition. And there you go, that is your orange dramatic eye done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our darkest purple eyeliner. If you don't have a dark purple eyeliner, either get one or use the darkest purple on the Beauty Glazed Over the Rainbow palette. And I'm just going to go under my eye into the lash line with the darkest colour. Into the lash line, not under, not into the eye, but into the lash line. If you don't know what I mean by lash line, it's the bit where your eyelashes sprout. And there are no fine lines there. Okay, my eye is watering a little bit. Not because of the makeup, but because I've got the AC on to dry my hair. Take another drink. Okay. I'm just going to quickly do the other in the same fashion. Now, if you're not used to putting eyeliner on, and this does make your eye water when you go into the lash line, the best thing to use is not a small mirror like this. It's a stand-up mirror, and that way you can gently pull down on your eye, and it won't feel like the pencil is as close to your eye as it really is. I've been putting eyeliner on for about 25 years now, so I can basically poke myself in the eye with a pencil and my eyes are fine. But if you have a problem with that, make sure you're doing this with a hands-free mirror and you'll be fine. Because you can pull your eye down like this and your eye won't trigger that watering reflex because it won't think there's something so close to your eyeball. Okay, so that's my darkest colour on. Just keeping an eye on the time, I'm being picked up in like 20 minutes. Okay, then we're going to go for our lighter base purple. Again, if you haven't got an eyeliner, do it with this. When I say this, I'm pointing at my Beauty Glazed powder, which you can't see. Okay, so then we're going to come underneath a little bit with this one. It's a lighter, more shimmery colour that I've got here. For this one we're going to go under the eye, but try and avoid the fine lines under your eye if you have them. We're going to bring it up to meet the orange top line. Not all the way up, but just to the base here. Okay, once that's done, take another cotton bud and quickly just soften the edges of the eyeliner by blending down. And now we're going to do as we did with the orange, and we're going to take our Over the Rainbow palette, if you weren't already using it, and we're going to make these colours a little brighter. So take your contour brush again make sure you've cleaned it. I'm in a rush this morning, so I'm literally using my tongue. You should not do this. You should have a glass with water and clean it properly. I'm a bad person. Okay, so I'm going to take this lovely bright purple at the top, and I'm just going to run that along the base of my eyeline into the eyeshadow eyelash line again. I'm going to do that on both eyes. And then take some of the colour off and go with that brighter purple, the shimmery one that's underneath, and go underneath the colour you've just put on, and then a little over it as well. Now I've just dropped pigment all over my face, so I'll show you a way of getting that off. When I've done the other eye. Okay, so that is the purple done, and again I'm just going to take cotton bud as I did before and just soften the edges. And then, because I feel like being a little bit extra, I'm going to take my glitter eyeliner and just pop a little in the corner of the orange to give it a little extra sparkle, because who doesn't like glitter? If you don't have one of these, I'll pop a link in the description for you. They're amazing. Okay, so once that's done, you want to get rid of any pigment that's fallen, so just take a tissue, preferably one you haven't just blown your nose with, and dab gently until it's gone, and then take the sponge that you used to apply your foundation with at the beginning, just dab over any area to clean up a bit. It's that simple. Okay, and then the last step that you're going to use with your eyes is get some fixing spray. Close your eyes, hold this about 6 to 12 inches from your face, and then keep your eyes closed while this dries. Now, I kept my mouth closed slightly longer. I have learnt from previous videos that if I explain about keeping your eyes closed while it dries after I've just sprayed it, I end up inhaling what's left of it, and it works great at fixing, and it tastes disgusting. Okay, so this is a fixing spray called Pro Setting Matte Spray by LA Girl, and again I will link to that in the description, but really any setting spray will do. If you're in the US, NYX do a really lovely one, or Nixie, I don't know how you pronounce it. I would imagine it's NYX for the Greek demigod or god or whatever it was. Okay, so that's the basic look with the orange on top and the purple underneath. I'm going to go put my mascara on, so I'll be back in 10 minutes. Speak to you soon. And I'm back with mascara And as you can see, my hair is finally dry. That's right, I took that long to put my mascara on. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to do our last step in our mesmerizing eyeshadow look today, and that is holographic universal stick. So you guys know how much of a fan I am of this stuff. Again, this is really quite expensive. This stick is like 16, 17, 18 euros. But if you ever see one on a sale, grab it. Grab as many as you can, buy them all, because they are fantastic. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take it onto your cheekbone here, and in a couple of little circles up towards the hairline. Keep it in the same line as you've got your eyeliner, and then down and in like a little tick shape, so it's going up towards your eye, but not into this part of your eye here. This bit we want to keep spare because that's where our fine lines are, and we definitely do not want to universally holograph stick highlight them. Okay, so once you've got the holograph stick on, then take your fingers and in gentle circles just massage the colour so it's not quite so you don't want to go exploding highlighter everywhere, especially if it's sunny outside. You like walk outside, the sun will bounce off your cheeks, blind motorists, there'll be car crashes, carnage, and it will all be your fault. You'll feel guilty. Nobody has time for that. So once you've got that on, take your highlighter powder, which I will link in the description box. This one was like €1 and it's amazing. It lasts forever. Take the big brush, which is the Flawless Concealer brush, which I'm not using for Flawless Concealer because I'm not. And we're just going to put it in tiny little circles around where we put the highlighter powder, so you can see that you've got that brighter colour and it will set well. Now I know that we put our setting spray on earlier, but if you want to put some setting spray on for this part as well, you can, but it's not necessary, especially if you've used the highlighting stick first, because that stays a really long time. But if you're only using the highlighter powder, I would suggest putting a quick spray of that on, but do cover your eyes first and make sure you're not spraying setting spray onto your mascara. It might cause it to clump, and clumps is not what we're about. So highlight that area. If you want, you can also put a bit of highlighter here, which is going to make the orange pop just that little bit because it's in stark contrast to the white of the highlighter. Just going to get the other side done. I'm really sorry if it sounds like I'm rushing this, but I've got my husband standing in the corner literally doing this because we're supposed to be going to meet our friends for lunch at an Indian restaurant, and I was the one who chose the restaurant, and he's like, oh, we're supposed to be going to meet them, hurry up. And I'm showing you guys how to put highlighter powder on, and he doesn't understand because, well, one, he has got the best eyelashes in the world. Like, I'm not joking. They are thick, long, naturally curly, dark eyelashes. Will that man let me put makeup on him? No. No. And I just want to say now, I think that's unfair. Because it's good to have someone to practice on once in a while that's not yourself. And I could do amazing things with his eyes, and he just won't let me. Yeah, you can look at me like that all you like until you're willing to come and be on camera and defend yourself. I'm a child, I know. Anyway, highlighting powder. In circles. And then a little above your orange eyeliner / eyeshadow. Bit into the corners. And now this is completely up to you if you want, but I read this thing that apparently putting a little highlighter onto the tip of your nose makes you look like some kind of, I don't know, holographic bunny? I don't know, but apparently it looks good. So we'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, I'm just not going to trust anything from IGTV ever again. Okay, now that's your look completely done. I'm just going to come in a little so that you can see clearly the orange and the purple. Now, this isn't too heavy on eyeshadow, so if you want to go with a lipstick, you can. For this kind of colouring, I would choose something really soft, so like a soft purpley pink to match the undertone, or even a dark brown, because the dark brown will match the orange well. Or you could be really brave and just go for purple. I think I'm going to go for purple. So, let me just grab my purple eyeliner, because remember, eyeliners can double as lipsticks. And I'm just going to quickly build up my Cupid's bow. Remember, when you can do this, you can take it as high as you like. It is easily corrected with a quick dotting concealer. I'm going to take it underneath as well, and then on the side. And then, because you're using an eyeliner or any kind of lip pencil, use your finger to smudge it in. I apologise if you can hear like noises that make it sound like my stomach is doing something terrible, but I have an 11-year-old dog who is completely mad, and at the moment she's rubbing her face and going all over my sofa because she's mental. It's not me, it's the dog. Shh. Lita? She's such a cute thing. Okay. So, okay, I've gone with the purple. Now, what we're going to do to build up that Cupid's bow is we're going to take our fast-based concealer and we're just going to tap this part of the face. So do this, make this stupid face. Tap your concealer in a line directly from your nose onto your lip, and then with one of our trusty cotton buds, blend in the top, blend down, and in the V shape that you want for your Cupid's bow, and it will really accentuate that space. And then go back to your pencil and quickly fill it in. Now, I do like the purple, but I'm also feeling the holographic today. So I'm also going to take, if I can find it, my Holographic Lip Gloss by Ty and John. Where are you? I have so many lip glosses now. There you are. Okay, so this is my Holographic Lip Gloss by Ty and John, which should go really, really lovely with the purples. Oh yeah, that comes out well. You can use holographic lip gloss on its own. You don't have to put a base colour underneath. But if you do, do a really light base colour, and then the holographic lip gloss will accentuate whatever colour you've used underneath. If you put on too much of a darker colour, so like a dark red or a strong purple, like an actual lipstick and then put holographic lip gloss over the top, all that's going to happen is that you are going to ruin your holographic lip gloss. So don't do that. Yes, I'm nearly finished. Okay, so that is me done. I'm going to go and enjoy an Indian. I should clarify, meal, not person. So this is the look. I hope you've enjoyed today. If you have, please give a like and subscribe. And if there are any colours that you have at home, combinations that you've got sitting in your eyeshadow palette that you like, but you're a bit too scared to use yourself, don't be afraid to leave me a comment in the box, and like today, I'll put a look together for you using the colours that scare you the most. So hopefully you can get the most out of your eyeshadow palette and not be scared to try a little splash of colour. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!